Breaking news!
Yo, happy Friday, everybody! Oh man, what a crazy week it has been. And it's not even done yet. I'm making this video nice and early in the morning. I'm going to possibly make another one this afternoon. Hopefully, Rehab Room will collab and make another video too. I could just do a response on his video, and you know how it is, the parasocial relationship. That's what the YouTube is all about. But what's this video all about? Well, you know, I'm not really, a special guy. I don't have like special predictions, like a magical ball in front of me that tells me the future. But sometimes I just happen to be right about people, like a little too right. And in the past, and I still feel this way to an extent, although I'm willing to make exceptions for the individual depending on their actions, beliefs, and previous, rhetoric, etc. I said, hey, if some of these guys are gonna come out and be this way, right? Be, hugging of the rainbow tribe and whatever, that's their lifestyle choice. You naturally everybody's like, geared, they're hardwired. You got to make fun of this guy. You got to like, style on him. You got to flex on him, and whatever, right? So in the past, I said, no, that's not good, man. Like, you're gonna hurt some people's feelings and shit. I'm gonna have to make an exception for Hassan over there because it's like Hassan Abi, aka Hassan Piker. I don't know what the fuck his name is, right? Some fucking loser and shit. Goes to Cuba. Everybody knows. I think I made a video about this or talking about it. But to be brief, he went, had a bunch of nice clothes, and showed off to a bunch of people like living impoverished. And the end result of this unveiling of socialism is that we get to see the tiers of society that the media and the defense squad like Hassan and all these guys running to Cuba on this faux vacation, right? Much like the that news journalist trying to go to that one place in Haiti and show off how, oh, this place is nice. Don't listen to the mean old Trump. Haiti's a nice place. No cannibalism here. Just ask my friend here, General Barbecue. Makes the meanest rib, ribs, ribs and fingers. you know, so this I don't even think you could call him a man now. Like I think like you don't want to be saying it out loud. Like you might misgender Hassan, right? Like he comes out. I don't know if he's. Well, I think this is who he really is, but it could be that all the pressure of his stupidity. Like they most likely asked him, put him up to the job to like go to Cuba, show off how good this is, and he more than likely initially said no, but then after like realizing that like it was so important to his political leanings and shit, he just like caved. Although that's like me being optimistic about it. So I'm guessing that was the case, and then he just like had like a mental relapse and just went out and just like said this transsexual guy who's like 53 is like so attractive, so hot. Whew. Wow. Okay, so on this channel, I make a lot of jokes. I like to do a lot of funny things. Laugh at people. Call them gays and like high school ass. Level of comedic value here. I didn't think it was actually gonna come true, man. What the fuck, man? And not only that, this is what their cause was the entire time. I told you, right? It's just words. It's just words coming out about it. I don't have the magic ball in front of me. I don't have like some special insider info and stuff. I just throwing them guesses out here, and I just shooting these golf courses holes in one, man. Just right in. No, it's like it's weird because like they're both showering each other in praises and shit. You're just like, you're kind of like taken back to like how this guy, like I said, could have had, a woman and a wife and kids by now, right? And it's more than evident every single time you look at his face, and I pointed this out, and I've never stopped pointing this out. His sideburns are ghost ass white, like all the same color, like fucking just grayed whited out. Not even grayed out. It's whited out. It's like erased, erased this, like the pigment in his sideburns, like the neck into the neck beard too. And the craziest shit about it is like you could tell his age because his hair, like on his head, like his scalp, is absolutely not like at all tarnished by any of his grays or whites or nothing. And you could tell like that's a hair transplant. Ugh. You're crushing on a man who's dressing like a woman. You're crushing on a man when you're trying to be a man when you're not a man. Trying to dye your hair, your sideburns of all things, like the shortest hair. Like at this point, why don't you just grow out your beard and then just like keep it that way, so that way, like your hair dye will stay longer, and when your your gray hairs eventually show up, you could just like color over it instead of shaving your sideburns, your beard off. He probably doesn't like the neck beard because it's so hairy, and he can't like associate with the gays. You see that one with like him in like a cat boy? Like I don't know why guys do this. Like if you're a guy and you have self-respect, never dress up in female clothing, man. Like this is coming from me. You could see the way I dress on my like Instagram channel if you ever happen to come across it. It's pretty provocative. I'm wearing lipstick, nail polish, blah blah blah, right? But you never want to be that guy who's like, okay, I'm gonna wear some female stockings today. Okay, I'm gonna wear like a dress today. I'm gonna wear like clothes that were clearly made for the fit of a woman, the proportions of a woman. Because like, even though they have clothes for women, and I know this by personal experience by trying to buy like like a top. Uh, their extra large or their large is like a medium to like a medium small. Like it's not even close to the guy proportion of a guy. So it's like it's such a huge imbalance. It's insane. That's why typically like when you're talking about like department style clothing, it tends to be like what I mean, like mainstream clothes, like not like designer. Like it tends to be cheaper for women than it is for men because it's like you need less material, right? Now, it's okay for guys, specifically Muslim guys, to like men. I mean, it's something we kind of knew all along, and because Hassan has been your spokesperson for this entire time, especially waving the rainbow flag with his like homies and like giving love to the Hezbollah. Like if Hezbollah disowned him and shit, I would have said like, yeah, man, you're kind of sus and like you should stop with that shit. Like your cause ain't about it. But then I was like, nah, man, these guys were like, smiling at each other, showing each other hearts and shit. I was just like scratching my head, like, yeah, you guys could have just, been like cool about it. And then like the craziest thing too is he did it back. Some real faggot man shit, yo. Yo, that's why they want them girls to cover up, man. They don't want to like, get distracted from their homies. Yo, stay inside. It's not your time. You can't go out driving outside. Driver's license? The fuck is that? You woman? Vote? It's man's world, man. Broke back Afghanistan. And it's all coming to the surface, man. And like all the reasons why like, the grooming gangs and subsequently these like rapes all across Europe, like why they've been endorsed so much is because, and my boss, well, ex boss, I guess, 'cause I don't really work for him anymore, but he warned me about this. It's like these are bad people. They do bad things, and just because they can be at least temporarily, because I think the world's changing, finding a different tune. I just watched from Asmongold, some transgender lawyer, just like totally being a fucking bitch, but also like she's just like whatever, just whatever. I'm a transgender, and like at first I didn't even know it was, but like so something off with the voice, and it's like that kind of weird separation anxiety that you have from reality, where people are more or less, they're just tired of it. they're tired of these people who are more likely going to get violent, specifically around their children. Like, there's going to be a time, and I hate to say this, but a lot of these guys are going to be filled with regret over what they've done and how they feel and what their their actions are. They can only get support from their rainbow tribe for as long as they can until their parents inevitably turn on them. So they're gonna get violent and go after your kids, my kids, everybody's kids. So instead of like allowing that to come to like a fortune, basically my fortune telling powers to come true and shit, if you will, just separate, good from bad, basically. Who cares if Hassan is like, finding his gay love with this tranny man? I mean, I want to say that I'm happy for them, but I really fucking don't care. It's like, yeah, dude, like you're both scumbags. Free Palestine from what? From what, dog? And no one's ever gonna tell me otherwise. Like, here in Canada, after like so many months of like, Jewish hate, the cops have finally decided we had enough. We're gonna, pop up with rifles, shit, and protect the synagogues and stuff, Some straight up feudalism. I didn't predict this. It just happened. It's just like it has nothing to do with each other. Yeah, it's me, a shogun. It's 1572. It's nothing to do with All right, like a so short ass video and stuff. I hope to see you tonight, rehab room, so you can embrace, your rainbow self along with Hassan and all you fucking scumbag degenerates. I said I wouldn't make fun of whatever. I lied.